Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and it's another random destruction for you. And today it's a game from a few days ago, possibly even a week or two ago, and it's a tier 10 matchup on Redshire, standard battle. No, it isn't. Sorry, it's a team destruction. And I'm in my tier 8 Russian premium. Premium. I'm getting it all wrong today. Just stop and go home, I think. Right, start again. My Russian tier 8 heavy tank, the IS-3. And like I say, it's tier 10 battle, not too many tier 10s, I think there's about 4 on each team. Most of them are tier 9. There's 2 tier 8s on our team and a tier 7 light tank, and the enemy team I think have just got 2 tier 8s down there, and the rest are tier 9s and 10s. And yeah, as luck would have it, I'm pretty much going to run into most of the tier 10s. That always seems to be the case in these matches with me. When I'm bottom tier, more than likely I will run into all of the top tier tanks on the enemy team. But luckily, I'm in the IS-3, and the IS-3 can hold its own. It really can. Not directly face on, but if you angle it properly and get some good side scraping going on, yeah, you can hold your own against these guys. So I'm pushing right across to the northwestern corner, and I just see a Tiger 2 and I think, okay, it's a tier 8, it's not too bad. And I'm just thinking about where to actually get into cover, because they've pushed quite far up. Mind you, their spawn is in that southeastern corner, sorry, and it's the northeastern corner I'm going to. Oh, but then he's got a T110E5 with him. Oh, he's got 2 of them. Lovely. Oh, and an M103. This should be fun. Right, so I managed to bounce a couple of shots already. I'm just trying to manoeuvre into a better position to side scrape from, and see if I can get some shots on the weak spots of those T110E5s. And from this angle, I managed to put one into his tracks and just knock them off. Manages to damage me, and I'm just looking for the shot, but I can't quite get it. I've got his side, but I completely donk it, and that was my own fault. That was just poorly aimed on my part. So I'll pull back in him a little bit, aim better, and yeah, by the time I'm reloaded, he's in a different position and it just bounces. That was my own fault, purely my own fault. Completely donked it there. Trying to get a reload again, get damaged again, but I managed to get one through the front of the Conqueror's hull. But then again, that's not exactly difficult. Conqueror's hull is the same one as the Carnarvon, and it's not a particularly strong one, especially the lower plate when he's above you like that. Fire at the Conqueror, but the Tiger 2 got in the way, I think it was, or an E75, and I don't know where the shot went. It just disappeared. So I'll pull back a little bit more, take a shot blind at where the Conqueror was and manage to hit him. I don't think he's got the full upgraded turret, but even if he did and I got the side of it, that would have made a mess, and I'm just in time to finish off that Tiger 2 over there. But the rest of my team that were over here, and possibly the ones on the hill, I don't know if they were sniping shots in, they did a good job. They really did. I've not really done that much damage, done a lot of spotting, which is quite nice because I was the furthest one forward, and now I've got a Jagdtiger to deal with, but I should be able to get through his lower plate, and indeed I do. Pull forwards again. There's another T110E5 over there, but I've got his flank now. Can I get a hit on him? It just went off radar, and I think, well, I took a blind shot where I was hoping it would be, but no, I missed that one. So I'll pull back, try and get one through the lower plate of the E75, and it does penetrate, which is nice. Luckily, it was straight on at me, wasn't angling very well, and he got finished off by, yeah, by people up on that ridge to the right of me there. So that was fun. Most of the tier 10s appeared there, and you know, I've done a little bit of damage myself. Got a nice bit of spotting damage done because I was the furthest one forward, so I was spotting for those guys on the hill behind us, and had the support of some good teammates there as well. So there's a 1375 up there, but somebody finishes him off. And what we got down here? T110E5 going for that weak spot on the top, but he gives me a little bit of his hull. But as he pulls back, it bounces, and I've taken a bit of damage. My track's been blown off, but I got a decent repair skill at this point. I think not as good as I have now, but now I've got the side of his turret, and I managed to get one through and do a nice bit of damage to him. And he doesn't know where to look. There's that many people surrounding him. He's trying to angle as best he can against whoever he can at the time, but he's been surrounded, so unfortunately it doesn't look good for this guy, I'm afraid. See if I can get another one through the side of his turret. No, he's turning it again and pulling back. He's keeping moving. He knows what he's doing. Keeps moving. We can't get decent shots at him. And he can try and angle at us and sort of separate us almost. But he's taken some heavy damage now, and I get one through the side of him to finish him off. And a wild tortoise appears on the ridge. Just looking for a place where I might penetrate on the front. I'm going to go for the tracks. And somebody else finishes him off from somewhere. I didn't even see the shot going. And it's at this point I actually looked up and realised that we were 13-5 in the lead, and that the rest of my team haven't been lounging around and have been quite busy. Don't do loads in this match, but like I say, I was quite pleased with myself. Stood my ground against those tier 9s and 10s. Had some help doing it. Got a couple of kills and nice bit of damage. Nice little bit of spotting done. Like I say, not the most damage that I've ever done in this by far. But it was nice to, like I say, sort of hold my own against those tier 9s and 10s with the help from my teammates. And we managed to take them off, and it was quite a nasty engagement that could have been over quite quickly and ended rather badly for myself. Don't quite get over in time to put anything into the Waffenträger E100, the Waffle Dragon, and that's the match. Not a bad bit of XP though. Did I get any ops done there? No, I didn't. But that was because I was shooting at tier 9s and 10s. So obviously with me being a lower tier, I got more XP for shooting at the higher tier ones. A couple of thousand assisted. 2,000, was that 2,358 done myself? Not brilliant, not the most I've done. Like I say, by far, I've done a lot more damage in that tank. But it's nice to come top in a tier 8 in a tier 10 battle. So yeah, I was quite pleased with myself after that one. And this one's actually from today, and it's in my Chinese tier 8 light tank, the WZ132. And I think I've mentioned this before, you don't tend to see too many of the Chinese light tanks. They're not quite as quick as some of the others, and I think they sort of get left behind, but I like them. And I do like the 132. I've not got it fully upgraded yet. What have I got on it? I've got the first 100mm that you get on it, which I think is, I want to say 181 pen and 250 damage. In fact, I've still got the first turret on it. So yeah, I've not had it very long, but I do like this tank. I like the WZ131 before it as well. I thought that was a nice little light tank, and again, you don't see many of them, and it's, yeah, it seems to be overlooked a little bit. Top speed could let you down a little bit, but once you'd adjusted your gameplay, it wasn't too bad. So, pop up here for an early spotting position, see the Chi-Ri, feel safe that I can put a shot into him without being seen, so there's a lot of cover in between us. And Waffenträger Panzer IV pops up, but I'm not quite in time to take a shot at him. And he ducks back down on the ridge, and I'm pretty damn sure he's got sixth sense, because for the next couple of minutes you just see him popping up and down on that ridge, and he'll sort of pop up, and as soon as he comes up and appears on radar, once he's disappeared off it in the first place, he just drops straight back down again. So I'm going to have a little scan about, see if there's anything I can put cheeky shots into. RU-251 over there. He's getting taken care of, though, it looks like. There you go, you see he's popped up, straight back down again. And he moves and pops back up again. And, oh, got a lightweight over there, T-54 lightweight, nice little tank. Waiting for it to aim. Got to be careful with gun depression because I haven't got loads, and yeah, I don't know where that went. Led him a little bit, and he sort of did a little flick, and I think it's when he did that, it probably just went straight behind him. We've got Ferdinand over there as well, popping up and down along with that Waffenträger Panzer IV. Now, we seem to be seeing a typical gameplay for this map, and you know I'm doing it myself, but I've got to be careful. I mean, it's a tier 9 match, but I'm still a light tank, even though I'm a tier 8, and this is pretty much, you know, top tier for a tier 8 light tank. It's, you know, good matchmaking. I'm still a light tank. I've still got bugger all armour, and I could probably be two-shot by most of the things on the field. Not the lightweight, that'd take 4 shots of an average roll. But yeah, just about everything else, if they get a decent roll, I could be 2-shot, 3-shot at the most by them, so I've got to be very careful. Trying to get some shots on that M103 over there, but it's not the most accurate gun at range. It's not too bad. It could be better, and just keep missing. Go for the lightweight, and again, I don't know where it went, I don't know if it hit the ground in front of him, but don't score the hit. Try and get another shot on the M103 and manage to actually land one on target. He starts turning and giving me the front of his armour though, which is unfortunate because I don't think I'm going to get through that. And this is what I mean about the gun depression, I've not quite got enough. Took a shot there, I'd be aiming at the very top of that lightweight's turret, and it's very, very likely to bounce off that with this caliber gun. Well, with this gun, should I say. Take another shot at the M103 and that's when I get spotted. So I'm going to drop back over this ridge. There's no artillery in play, which is nice. No scumbags raining death from the sky. And I don't think I'm going to pop back up there because that lightweight has worked his way into the middle of the swamp. So as soon as I go back up there, I'm going to get spotted. So I'm going to come around this way instead. And I'm going to put some shots at this Leopard prototype. Because he's got probably less armour than I do. And it's not very often I get to shoot at anything with less armour than me when I'm in this. Unless his CDC's knocking about. And, yeah. I'd already pulled the trigger at the point when he died, so wasted shot. We've got a Conqueror up there. Now if I can get at his hull, I can get through that. And in fact, if he's got the upgraded turret, and it kinda looked like it did from the outline, I can get through the side of that quite easily as well. It's not got much armour on the side. Not as much as it does when it's on the FV215B. Now, this lightweight needs dealing with. I've got to keep an eye on that Conqueror as well. And I think I'm going to take a shot at him because that lightweight, well, he can't sneak up on me from where he is. So I'm going to get some shots into this Conqueror's side, hopefully. That's another one. But he starts pulling back. And I think I risk a blind shot in a minute. Do I? No? That must have been another time. So, let's put a parting shot into this T-54 lightweight as he's disappearing, and hopefully somebody will give him a nudge and just finish him off, and if not, I will. Oh, no, there we go. Somebody else did. You notice how I fired and then just pulled straight back for the reload, just in case anybody got their beady eye on me. That Conqueror's back. One shot there, and it manages to go in. That was a nice on-target shot. And again, Conqueror's finished off before I can reload. That seems to be the flavour of the match for me. Now there's something up that way, roughly about there. That's where I take the blind shot, but no, nothing there. I wasn't even sure what it was, I didn't quite see. Oh, no. I was going to try and get a shot on that Chiri that I shot at earlier. But again, somebody else finishes him off. Right, now, there's a tank destroyer up there. He's getting a pounding though, so I'm going to work my way down off here. because there's there's 3 other tank destroyers knocking about, and there were 2 tanks accounted for over there, but there's still one missing, so I'm going to try and move up here and spot for these guys behind me. There we go. Binoculars are coming. There's a Waffenträger Panzer IV. That could have been the one that was working that ridge earlier. But there's still something else up there. But I've been spotted, and I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to drop back and go off the radar and try and work my way up. Ah, it's T25/2. Try and work back into this bush. Let my binoculars come back up and get those guys lit up again. Fingers crossed, get a bit more assist damage, because I've not got much in this match so far. Now I could take a shot at him, but I would most likely have been spotted at that range. And at this point I think I'd rather just light them up. But now there only seems to be one of them up there. I think I'm going to move in and see if I can't do something about this Waffenträger Panzer IV. So while that medium tank goes up that way, which is where he'll most likely be looking, I'm going to sneak around this side because I've got the speed and come round in his flank. And hopefully behind him... No, I did get his flank though, but he's seen me. Oh, he's pointing his gun. Move the other way, quickly. Put another shot into him. Oh, he's at the bloody edge of the map, so I can't get round him. Yeah, I'm sure I was going to take a hit there anyway, but I managed to finish him off. Yeah, I thought I was going to end up taking a hit there as soon as I realised he'd gone to the edge of the map. Lucky I'd not actually taken any damage before then. And there's the other tank destroyer. It's a Jagdtiger, just looking for a shot. There we go. Oh no, there's the shot. Oh, and a headshot. Absolutely beautiful. It went right on target, straight through his ammo rack, and that was him done. There you go, not a bad little round in the WZ-132. A tank that I find is quite overlooked, and you don't tend to see many of them knocking about, and I think I would recommend it. I've not even got it fully upgraded yet, and I'd already recommend it. But yeah, 3,878 damage done myself in a little light tank. So I'm quite happy with that, not bad. And top of the table again, which is always nice. See, it's not the most accurate there, fired 22 shots, so admittedly a couple were blind. But yeah, it's not too bad. I can't wait to get the actual top gun and get a little bit extra penetration and an increased rate of fire. But anyway, as always, I've really enjoyed doing those, and I hope you've enjoyed watching them. And if you have, don't forget to leave a like, 'cause it really helped the channel out. And yeah, take care out there, and I will catch you next time. See you later.